welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a while. I'm sorry about that. I'm just like, I've been having a week of just the worst headaches you can imagine. I have pressure on my brain. I try not to like talk about it too much because I know that not everybody wants to hear that kind of stuff, and we were all under enough stress as it is. I get that. But I sometimes have to go in for a spinal tap because the pressure builds in my spine. And yeah, I'm kind of afraid that time's coming again because my head aches so bad. But I have missed making videos, I've missed talking to you guys, and honestly, I need to chat with people. I really do. So, welcome back to my rainbow room. You're more than welcome to sit down. There's all kinds of rainbows to choose from. And you know what? I love to have your company. I really do. And with that, I'm going to tell you some more stories about military, like basic training and tech school, and some of the things that I experienced when I was going there. Now, this was back in the 90s, so try to remember that. Because some of the things that happened back then may not even be possible now. I don't know, because I haven't been back since then. So just bear with me, okay? Now, when you're in basic training, one of the things that my father told me was don't volunteer for anything. And I listened. I listened very closely. And my TI at one point said, so, ladies, who here likes to go bowling? Well, my common sense overrode anything else and said, shut up. Don't say a word. So I didn't. I said nothing. I was like, zip, done. Well, come to find out, bowling to them meant toilet bowls. Yeah, not kidding. So what they did was, for everybody that raised their hand, the first one, they named her Latrine Queen. And all of the other girls that raised their hands were her helpers. Yeah. So I'm very glad I didn't raise my hand that day. I think you would be too. Because that is the last thing I want to clean any day, even though I have to once in a while. Nobody in their right mind wants to do that for a living, okay? It's just something you have to do. I mean, I would hope you'd do it. If not, that's kind of gross. Just saying. But, the things that happen in the military are just mind-blowing sometimes. You just look around going, is this real life? Do people really do this? But, yeah. So there was that, because my mind said there's no way they're going to let us go bowling in basic training. There's just no way. It's ridiculous. It's a recreational activity, and we're here to be basically molded, trained, and kind of punished, if you ask me, is what it felt like. And I was in Air Force basic training, so, that's kind of the wussy basic training, if you ask me. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I have had friends in the Marines, I've had friends in the Army, and the Navy, and every other branch, and they all tell me I had it easy. So, yeah. Maybe I'm a wuss. Probably am. I don't know. I hug trees, so who knows? I have not hugged a tree in a while, though. Maybe I'm overdue. I don't know. Who knows? But there was another story, and this is actually in my flight. There was a girl in my flight who, don't ask me how. I cannot for the life of me understand how this happens, all right? But we have our flight, which is basically the way they describe a group of female airmen all in one dorm. That's a flight of airmen. Well, there's a brother flight, which is a group of all male airmen, basically, that they kind of like, they say, okay, that's your brother flight, sister flight, cool. All right. We never get to talk to them. We never say two words to each other. It's just in passing. Like, you go marching by, and that's how you see them. Well, somehow, and I really, like I said, I don't know how, but somehow one girl convinced herself that she was in love with one guy from the other flight. And I was a bit, flabbergasted by that. I'm like, how the hell is that possible? You know, You've never touched them, you've never talked to them. I mean, I don't even know if they'd actually made eye contact. I'm not even sure of that. But this romance went on the entire 6 weeks that I was there, and I had to hear about it. Oh, isn't he wonderful? Oh my gosh, he's so handsome, blah, blah, blah. You know, the typical stuff you'd hear from like a romance novel, not reality. And I was hoping for her sake that it would work out. I really was, because I'm not that kind of person that would sit there and hope for people to fail. I don't do that. I don't want people to fall on their face. It's not a pleasurable experience for me, okay? Unless it's like some corrupt politician and, okay, maybe if he falls on his face, then I'll laugh. Maybe, yeah. I won't lie. Um, but that's Schadenfreude, and please tell me I'm saying that right. Because I've been using that my whole life, and I love that word, and I love what it indicates too, because it just means that we're all human, and we kind of all do that at some point or another. But anyway, she kept telling us how much she loved him and everything, and we found out that I believe it was the first opportunity they had, or she had, I'm not sure. They got married. And it didn't last. It didn't last past like a couple of weeks from what I understood to be true, because they both ended up going to the same tech school together. And I'm not even sure how the hell they got together to get married in the first place, but okay, you know, yeah. So that was a bit odd to hear that kind of thing. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, I understand love at first sight happens, but really, I don't know. I wanted to believe it was possible, but yeah, we'll see when, in the future, like how that kind of stuff pans out. Personally, I think it's kind of a dice roll. You might hit the jackpot and, that's the person for you. Cool. If you manage that, then awesome. I'm one of those people. I got lucky. I met my partner online. Most people meet people online and it does not work out. I get that. Now, the third story I have for you, um, I still can't believe this happened. But when you're called for guard duty and you're supposed to be at that front door, and the person, there's a little window, and you have to identify everybody or anybody that comes and goes from that window. And they have to put their ID right up to the window so you can examine it. Okay. And if you don't do that, you get in a whole lot of trouble because it's a security risk. Even though you're in basic training, you're learning things that you're going to have to use while you're in the military, while you're active duty. So, there's no joking here. Okay. That's a serious thing. It's a security risk. And so that job, I mean, you can take it a little lightly at certain points, but the procedural part definitely followed through. Well, this guy apparently was under the impression that nobody was going to come to the door that night. I don't know why. I really don't. Maybe he wanted to get caught. Maybe that was his thing. I don't know. But apparently he thought that it was a good idea to do guard duty in his boots and his web belt and nothing else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really. I heard this story and I died laughing because I couldn't believe it was true. You're kidding me. No, he got caught, full on got caught. And I mean, what made him think of doing this, I don't know. But people in the military do the goofiest things sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know. It's just a shared madness when you're in the military, really. I mean, you sign up for this thing and you have all these weird procedures that you have to do, and they all have there's a rhyme and reason for them. In hindsight, I can see why, but when you're there, some of it seems like, well, why do I have to do this? Like, why? But that's the other thing that the military teaches you is, why are you questioning? Don't question, just do. And that's hard for some people, for a lot of people actually. Even for me, it was difficult. Yeah, so that's 3 more stories that I could think of, and I've got so many more, but I don't want to like do a 20-minute video every time because I don't think that that's a good idea. So 20-minute videos, no, I think I'm gonna be doing like 12 to 15. So yeah, I have seriously missed doing this. I just have not been feeling very well, but that's okay. I love you guys, and I will be back. And yeah, hopefully I'll have some more fun stories for you because I've got so many. And they need to be told. They need to be shared because, oh my God, it's so funny, some of them. I mean, seriously, try to picture the dude standing there in just his web belt. Can you imagine? Oh my God. And then the guy that found him, I'm trying to imagine what it would have been like if a female TI had found him. She would have reamed him up one side down the other. You know it. Oh man. I do miss the military. Some people they don't, but I do. I missed it a lot. Um and still do. Just I don't know where I would have ended up. I don't know, but I really liked what I was doing and I was good at it too. Um, I was supposed to be security police, but I ended up getting injured and they cross trained me into supply. And supply, basically it was the guys would come in or girls, guys, everybody would just come in a flight and they'd have to be suited up. And I got really good at eye. I could just look at somebody and be like, okay, you're this size, that size. Okay, and I just bring out a pile of stuff, like boots, BDUs, hat, gloves, the coat, which I cannot think of the name of it now, but suit them up, and that was it. And there were a lot of procedures they wanted you to measure them and everything, but all of us did it by eye, so it wasn't just me. Anyway, I hope that this was entertaining for you. I really do. I will be back as soon as I can. I'll be doing some more videos, so don't worry. I'm coming back. If you like what I'm doing, cool. You should follow me on TikTok, though. I am on TikTok quite a bit. When I'm not feeling great, I still do have enough to put in a little bit for a TikTok. So it's at the Pale Queen Kitty on TikTok. So if you'd like to follow me there, please do. I'd love to have you follow me and just watch my goofy little TikToks. Some of them are kind of short and funny, but I don't know. I just have fun on there. So yeah, love you guys, and I'll talk to you another time. Okay, be good to each other, please, and be kind. That's all I ask. Okay, all right. Love you.